Perhaps the greatest story from creation, from Genesis, from Bible, is that on the seventh day, God rested. And God just is. God is God enough. God is the same before anything existed. And when everything has been created, God is the same. God is equanimous. God is acceptance. God is appreciation and just in adoration and wonder over what has been created. So to put that in a human context, God created everything in 6 days and rested on the seventh, which means that God let go of the creation and just let it become what it is. Just let it evolve by itself. So if you put that in the context of all type of creation, all type of artistic expression, it's like different stages. If you produce a song that is a hit song, it's a recipe for success. It's something that many people would automatically love because it speaks to the soul and the heart, and it has all the parts that everybody loves. You can keep that on a computer, a recording without internet, and just keep it, and it will never become a hit song. And you can put it online on a streaming service, and that can enable people to listen to it, and it can grow an audience. But everything is energy, and everything stems from you, and you are God in your human experience. You are created in the image of God, and you are the creator. Which means that you gotta rest, and you have to let your creation go. You cannot hold on to it. You have to let it go completely, or else it won't catch the wind. It won't catch the destiny, the natural flow of what is meant for your creation, whatever that is. And that is something that relates back to you and your perception and your nervous system and your pressure and your emotions and everything that you are. So how to deal with that? Oh, I gotta fix my nervous system. I gotta adjust some thoughts. I gotta calm my emotions, to elevate my emotions, and all these things. Crazy. Maybe I do some stretching. Maybe I'll do some yoga and stretch my thighs because I'm tense there. Maybe my hit song is held up in my thighs. Good enough. Just come to a place when you feel that, all right, the song is done. I'm releasing it, and I will rest now in not being identified with my creation. I will let it go and rest and come to peace and a general state of feeling good enough. God didn't create Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, stars, Andromeda galaxy, the Earth, trees, oceans, animals, and afterwards was so busy maintaining everything. All stressful with Jupiter and how's Andromeda doing and the deer, oh dear. That's not God. And that's not creation. That's control. That's a product of the rational mind, the judgmental rational mind. Trying to set a date, trying to predict an outcome, trying to control everything down to the last detail. You can't do that. You can control your creation. You have the brush in your hand and you can decide the strokes. And I put a dot there. Oh, it looks like a galaxy, a star. But you have to release it. You have to release your creation, and you release that by being done with what you have created. And you can't say that. You can't just say that. We can't just say things. I love you. It doesn't mean anything if you don't feel it. I love you. I love you. I feel that. It can be so strong that I don't have to say anything. I can just look at you and feel it. And that's what you can do in relation to yourself. You can look at yourself in the mirror and you can say, I love you. But you will know if those are empty words. And you can look at yourself in the mirror and you can say, I'm good enough. And you will feel if that's sincere or not. So maybe you need to adjust the creation. And you are God's creation. And you are God. And you are in control. Only from the soul control. And you have the ability to change, to transform, to adjust. And that is not so much in adding, it is more of reducing pressure, reducing performance and achievements and goals, and coming down, coming back to a place of peace. I have created a website called transmutation.se that I have worked on for all my life, and more intensely the last 13 years, and even more intensely like 7 days a week, days and nights, for 5 years. So why have I put myself through that then? Well, because I wanted to give the world something out of my experience and my pain and my misconception of myself that comes from conditioning, from others, from myself, and it's all about mistreatment. And I'm done. I am done with what I have created. And today I will upload this video and add that as the very last piece at the bottom of the website for you to understand that, hopefully, that life is about creation. It's about understanding yourself. It's about doing things in the right context, because you can do wonderful things that are absolutely terrible in the wrong context. It depends on your conception of things, which is your convictions. What are you saying about yourself? What are your subconscious convictions speaking about in relation to yourself? Are they positive or negative? Because if they are negative, you will do more negative things as to learn more about yourself. And as you learn more about yourself, you understand more about what is right and what is wrong. And as you understand more, you forgive more. And as you forgive, you let go. And as you let go, you become free. And as you become more and more free, you will feel more and more good. You will feel God. You will feel great. And eventually you will come to a point where this is what I've created. That's a product of me, but it's not who I am. I am. That's who I am. Good enough. Rest assured. At peace. In love. Tired, but good enough. So it took me 41 years to feel that I'm good enough. And this is what I had to go through because of my conditioning. And there's nobody to blame. They did the best they could out of their knowledge and responsibility taken. What would have changed everything and created something else is humility, which is all about taking a little pause and looking at yourself objectively, without judgment, and just reassess, where am I and what am I doing wrong? What can I do better? And then that would have changed and I would have been conditioned differently. And as that would have happened, I would have treated myself better, as my conditioning would have been better. And then I wouldn't have mistreated myself. But then again, this website that I feel is the most beautiful and loving thing I could ever have created would not have been born. And for that I am grateful, because I want to live a life where I love myself and I accept myself. But I also want to go down in history with a contribution, with a stamp. And that's not a stamp of approval. It's a stamp of recognition for giving the human race something that makes everything better for the long run, for the future. So that is what I wish that I was given, that would have altered my conditioning, that would have changed my treatment, that would have created me differently. So that's what I've done. I became my own parent and then I wanted to communicate that to the world. But I didn't want to do that in control and parenting. I wanted to give it in as quiet and soft, not judgmental way as possible. And if you look at my website superficially, you will look at a creation from a nut job. And that's because you judge. There is, at the top, in the beginning, there is a document with a cover that says, "Please let me be gay." And people can go to the website, scroll through and like, oh yeah, this is what it's all about. He's trying to come out. He's attracted to sexually to other men and he has a hard time to come out. So this website is him struggling in, yeah. If you click on that and you read, you will see what it is. And that's how people are. People judge. People are judgmental.